All right, I'm going to highlight some of the trades that we took this week, some of the setups that we had here. Three in particular. Two are swing trades, one's a day trade. For the first one is QCOM 152% return on that one. Netflix 120% return, and then day trade for a quick on short of SQ for 42% return. So I'm going to go over the setups on these trades, why I took them, and hopefully help you guys see some of the setups that we're finding here. So first we'll start with QCOM. Here on the Discord it says here QCOM 211 calls, 190 strike. Profit target 179. And I bought those at 2:36 in the afternoon. So that's I'm on Central Time, so that would be 3:36 Eastern. And I bought those at, so this is about a half hour before the close. And the price was 176.55. And then you'll see the next morning I sold. This trade worked out well. 10 minutes into the open, so it would be 9:40 Eastern time, 8:40 my time Central. And the price had gone to 182, and then I sold the remaining portion 15 minutes later when the price had gone to 184, almost 185. So here's basically what it looked like when I just started charting it out. So like the other videos show, I started with the daily, worked my way from daily to the 4 hour, the 3 hour, 2, 1, broke it down. And these are the zones that I found: a 4 hour here, a 45-minute here, and a 45-minute here. So this trade was looking like pretty good to me. If you look here, you can see that we have some buyers here supporting at 147. We're 2 points above that, so that's 140. I'm 170. My bad. 174. We have buyers supporting that level. Currently 2 points above that, and then we have a wide open area here where there's not really any buyers or sellers. And that's kind of why I wanted to take that trade. I mean, that's what really got me going. So after that, I turned on the algo. 15 minutes still. So I've already drawn everything out from. That's important. I've gone out from the daily, all the higher time frames to find those supply and demand zones, and now I'm operating on a 15-minute or a 5-minute price chart. That's just always pretty much what I look at. So here's the 15-minute. I turn on the algo, and it's showing me that there's weekly resistance up here. These price points are matching up. Here's some daily resistance here, which we just broke out of. And we're in the zone. We have a confirmed C. I'm above VWAP. And if you see here, the red line, the blue line is crossing over the red line. So that's bullish. And I actually highlight that here. And a squeeze on this 15 minutes. So this is just telling me that this is about to go. Also, we just broke above these high levels here, which you can see. This line right here, over here, this area here, was acting as resistance quite a while ago. But it's something that I'm looking to see. Once it breaks out of there, it's most likely going to have power, and it did right there. That little green line. Not sure if you're going to be able to see it or not, but it's there. It's right above that top, and it just took out. So I'll go ahead and show you how it played out on TradingView. It has this feature. Let's replay them. So this is basically what it looked like to me when I took the trade. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep in mind, this is also, I'm looking for an overnight fill. I see that there's nothing really going on up here. I'm hoping that in the morning, some aftermarket activity starts happening and it gets itself up to the supply zone. That's what I'm hoping for. That's the idea of this trade. So I hit play here. And there it is. It's an after hours, and it shoots up. Now that I could have expected. I was happy. It shot right through that supply zone. And then this is just the after hours of it. But here now the color changes over. So here's pre-market. I'm pretty happy that we're above here. So this supply turns demand That's how I'm looking at it. And as soon as the market opens, right here, here's the market. Okay, so the market opens. Now I'm going to be more or less. I'm going to be at this point. I'm going to be at a 5-minute or 2-minute, but I don't want to screw up this this rewind feature. So hit play here. It starts going up. Got to confirm C. It's moved up, and right here. So I take some profit here, right about here. So this area, and then my next profit was going to be right here. Even though we have everything going pretty well for it, I see this other supply zone up here. So my next, where I'm going to take the other 50% of that is up at this level here. I'm out. So that's one of the trades there. Good. That was 150% return just from that overnight trade. Next up, Netflix. All right, so this one said Netflix 2-4 calls and a 500 strike. The profit target is 500. Stop loss is 409. 120% return on this. So after earnings, Netflix tanked. And here you can see right here, this long, big drop. It was at 514 all the way down to 400. So over a 100-point drop. So that's a gap fill eventually, just whenever. And it looks like here's on the daily. I found this daily zone. You start seeing buyers holding it here. And then this looks like, why not see if we can fill that gap? So turn on the algo. The algo is telling me, yeah, because I've got weekly, daily, all this is just being major support here with a confirmed C. So I'm going to swing this or trade this. I'm going to get into this position hoping to fill this overnight this overnight gap down. And who knows how long. So I went out a little bit longer on the contracts. But yeah, the idea is to slowly trim as I make my way up through here. And I'll show you how that one played out. All right, so here we are. I got in at 10 o'clock. Actually, it looks like I got it a little past that. So another reason I got into this trade was here is after that huge sell-off down, we kind of developed this area right here where we had some buyers come in here. And it just kind of, this acted as kind of a resistance point right here. And it never really got above there. So I want to see it get above this and then just completely go through this candle on this hourly candle. And as soon as it did, I'm in. And I have my stop losses right down here. I mean, wait for this whole thing to fill all the way up. And it just, that's what it starts to do. So we close this one out the next day. I might need to make this faster, but yeah, the next day, third is an overnight. This is the swing. The next day, it's going. I'm out right there. So I sold right here at the end of the day, probably because I didn't even want to leave in here. I mean, yeah, there's still more gap room up, another 60 points or so right here, but I was happy with it. I didn't want to get greedy. I had a 120% return, and this market's been pretty crazy, so I took it. And that's that one. Last one to cover would be SQ. This is a day trade that's happened pretty quick. So here we have SQ. I wanted to short it. So 2-4 puts. You could either do the 115 or the 110 strike with a profit target of 112. So I opened this position at exactly 9 o'clock. The price was 116.20. And then I closed it an hour and 15 minutes later. And the price had gone down to $112.48. So keep in mind, I'm shorting this. I want this to go down. I make money off of it going down. Here's how it looks. You have all I could find was a 3-hour demand here, and it's a price around 109. Now, here we have not only, okay, this is what really made me like the trade was not only do we have just this the only demand being 108, we have like just this strong overnight move down, which tells you this is not good for the stock. It's in the pre-market morning. You see this heavy volume down here, heavy volume, all red. Candles are thick, going down, heavy, aggressive downward movement. Now, all I'm thinking is as soon as it gets to this pre-market low, and it's below VWAP, that purple line, and it gets below that pre-market low, which I have right here, I'm going to short it down with my profit target being around here, this 111 mark area, where you can see that this price point has acted as resistance here and here. So I'm guessing now the idea is that since it acted as resistance, it will now act as support, and I will take my profit there as soon as we break below. So the idea is I'm in below at 115 with hopefully to target that 111 area. Again, a real quick zoom in. As soon as we break down below here, I want in and take profit there. I'll show you how that one played out. All right, so it's 9 o'clock. I'm in this trade. I entered here. Looks like I jumped the gun because it was a few, like by 5 or 6 cents. I probably did it right here. Anyway, what happened, it started to turn up me, but I have my stop loss set right here. I'll show you how I got to that in a minute, but basically it's a super tight stop. So it's going, if it hits that, I'm out. And then starts to move back down, breaks through there, pause. Stop pausing, but you can see it's broken through that line, and now there's the other strong boot down, another one right there. Okay, and now this is where I got out to. That was a quick move down. I was thinking this would be a little bit more gradual, and I would take profit here, but when it happens that fast, I think it's good to take profits. Sometimes these turn around on you. So, and the reason I took that, I had that tight stop loss there is if you look at a 1 minute chart of it, this could add, I mean, this is really getting in there, but this could be considered a supply zone. I mean, it's 1 minute. It's not going to be very powerful supply zone, but I mean, this is a day trade scalp, quick in, out. The idea is if this doesn't work out, if what I had in mind didn't work out right away, I was going to get out. And if it didn't work out, that means somebody bigger stepped in and pushed through here. So I put my stop right slightly above that on the 1 minute, right there, right above there. And I got lucky. It did work out. It broke that low. And as soon as it broke that pre-market low, it just headed down, 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 down. So that's it for those three. Just wanted to show you again the website we have. You can click here on the Discord link, and it'll send you straight to our lounge and everything else, where you can see the signals. Right now, it's free, so take advantage of that while you can. We're using the algo to provide some high quality sweep trades, and I'll show you here in a minute. But we have been pretty profitable. Also, you can follow us on Instagram. Right here is our page. Push something up here every now and again. And lastly, the journal. This week we had over 200% return total. That counts for everything that we signaled in a swing trade or day trade. These are the tickers, the percents, and then the combined at the end. So that's it for now. Thanks.